So Steven Crowder of Louder with Crowder fame is a really right-wing comedian, and he decided to go after some of the right-leaning commentators, comedians, podcasters who are backing off on their support for President Trump. They're giving several reasons for doing this. They're like, I don't know about these ICE raids. They're kind of brutal. They're treating immigrants poorly. It's just bad looks. It reeks of authoritarianism. It's gross. I don't know if I signed up for this. And then they're also talking about Israel too. They don't like that he's a huge simp for Israel because Israel is generally, supported by neocons and neoliberals. And these guys love to act like they're outsiders. They LARP as outsiders. Like, we're special and different. We're not like neocons or neoliberals. We're cool and edgy. And so they're like, I don't like his support for Israel. Well, Steven Crowder decided to try and rebut that, to argue that no, Trump is not a massive simp for Israel on his show. He did a video attacking these comedians. And this is really interesting in a bad way, what he said. So listen to this quote. I don't think we've ever seen a president be more disrespectful to Netanyahu than Donald Trump, Crowder said. Quote, he's insulted him. He's literally insulted him for being petulant, for being kind of bitchy, for being negative. You may not like that Donald Trump supports Israel in the conflict as it relates to Israel and Hamas. You may not like that. But as far as actually dealing with Netanyahu and saying, quote, hey, we have got to get a peace deal done here, Barack Obama and Joe Biden were more respectful of the Israeli government than Donald Trump. He's spoken with them just as frankly as he does with Democrats here. As for that last point, no, he has not. No, he has not. He's awful towards Democrats here. He's so rude and vicious. He refers to them as vermin, the enemy of the people. The media, he says, is the enemy of the people. The Democrats, he says, are the enemy from within. He calls them radical left lunatics, which he thinks are all radical left lunatics. He says that he hates Democrats. He said that after the big, beautiful bill. He was like, they didn't vote for my bill. They voted against my bill and they say bad things about it. They hate me. And you know what? I hate them too. He's such a spaz and an unhinged freak towards Democrats. And no, there's no comparison in his treatment towards Netanyahu. He pushed in the chair for Netanyahu. He loves Netanyahu. He reposted a video, an AI video of him and Netanyahu chilling out on the beach with their shirts off after leveling Gaza. And I love Steven Crowder's, I don't love it, but his framing of this, he says, you may not like that Donald Trump supports Israel in the conflict as it relates to Israel and Hamas. It's not a conflict between Israel and Hamas. It's a conflict between Israel and Palestine, Israel and Gaza. And Israel is committing a genocide against Gazans, against Palestine. That's what they're doing. So framing it as, oh, they're just going after Hamas. Yeah, no, that might have worked 2 years ago this day, but it doesn't work anymore, dude. This propaganda is failing. So it is ridiculously obvious that Steven Crowder is trying to have his cake and eat it too with this line. He thinks, we can say Trump is pro-Israel because he supports Israel and they're our ally and that's cool, but he doesn't support Israel that much. He's disrespectful to Netanyahu. So actually he's really cool and original and special and, he's a free thinker. Well, I'll tell you this. He does bring us something new in the sense that he's ridiculously sycophantic toward Israel, that he'll do whatever they want. That much is true. That much is true. He says they don't know what the F they're doing about Israel and Iran back in June. Remember that. And right-wingers are like, oh yeah, coarse language. We love that, man. He's telling it like it is. Teflon Don, such a tough guy, plain spoken. Yeah, I mean, maybe if all you care about is words and language, that seems cool. But if you care about policy and you care about not having Israel destroy Gaza, then you can't support Trump. You can't support that nonsense. So really poor job here by Steven Crowder. Credit to the comedians who at least recognize that some of what Trump's doing is unpalatable, although they really should have thought this through before they went and supported him and voted for him in the November 2024 election. Let me know what you think about Steven Crowder's comments here in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is the more the merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.